Welcome back to another episode of Rebranding the NFL, where today we're going to be rebranding the Raiders and adding a little bit of color to their uniforms. I know that the Raiders are pretty well known for their silver and black and the black hole, but I thought I would take a little bit of inspiration from Division 3 Mount Union, who are the Purple Raiders, and see what it would look like if the Raiders opted for something similar to them. For the logo and the helmet, we opted for Raiders, just the lettering in the style of the New York Giants old lettering. I think it's really classic and looks really good on helmets. Here I'm playing around with possibly adding the name on the chest, but I decided that it didn't really look that good. The Raiders' current uniforms are just really basic, and in my opinion they need a little bit of color. Whether they go in and add some more silver, which is probably the most likely thing they'll do if they ever get new uniforms in real life, or add a little bit more color like we're doing here, I think that it's really necessary just to have a little bit of extra color and having some sort of stripe on the jersey or stripe on the pants and just something to give the uniforms a little bit more character, because right now how the uniforms are in the NFL, we're kind of trending towards that more stylistic retro, and the Raiders don't really have anything like that to go back to, so I think it would be great if they could add a little bit of extra stuff while still keeping that classic look. I ended up really liking these thin stripes on a thick stripe, and that's what we end up using here. Just after a lot of tinkering around and trying to find the right balance of how much purple is too much purple. And kind of over time, I'm going to take more and more of this stuff off, and we'll kind of be left with just a little bit of purple. We have all these alternate stripes that I like going through on every one of these uniforms just to see if one of them feels right, but this wasn't the right project for that. And here is kind of when I start to find that balance of purple versus black and what looks good to me. I think I end up taking this neck off completely. I don't know if I leave the purple collar or not. I guess we'll see in a couple minutes here. As always, we go with the Nike, just because we're rebranding the NFL. I don't want to completely go crazy and add a lot of new sponsors. Maybe in a future project I'll add some different sponsors, but here we're just staying with Nike. And then I thought it would be really cool we can match that thin stripe on the pants, which I think ends up working really well, and the balance between the jersey and the pants look really good to me. Then we'll see after this, I go back and make an alternate and an away uniform, and we end up only using the black jersey, the white jersey, and the white pants in this mod. That's just what I thought looked the most true to the Raiders, and just with the limitations and uniform slots that I had, that's what I opted for. Coming up now, we have the helmet, and I'm kind of just going through that same process that I did in the last video and in the helmet tutorial, where you have to save the helmet and go back and open it again and save it, just to make sure that the transparent alpha layer stays intact when in between saves. That's a really crucial part of this process if you want to have a different color, or sorry, not different color, but different textures on the sticker and the helmet itself. You'll see me here going through these different preset options and changing some different things. So here I'm changing the face mask so it's black. And now I'll be going into the jersey sleeves and taking off the sleeve numbers, because the Raiders have numbers on the lower half of their shoulder, which is separated into a sleeve preset, which is different from the jersey preset. So if you ever want to take that off, that's the place to find it. Now we're loading into game, getting ready to see these uniforms. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more things like this, and to let me know who you want to see next up in the comments. And we're looking forward to Madden 24 and hopefully a lot of content rebranding and making uniforms in there. So thanks for watching. This has been Jake from Jersey Forge. See you next time.